welcome back to the channel. Another segment, the final segment of the most devastating final words actors said to their co-stars. I've been working through this article. This is the last segment of, it's a looper.com article. We've been through a lot of different actors and we're on the last three of the article, so let's get into it. These Brian Reads the News segments are an effort for me to bring articles from my mouth to your ears, let you know what's going on in the world today. This is just kind of a fun little article here, the most devastating final words. You guys have really enjoyed these. I think a lot of these videos are getting over 100 views. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I think we left off on, that's right, we left off on Leslie Jordan. If you want to see the last video, you can find out a little bit more about him, the little guy that passed away. He had that Southern drawl and some final words in a book signing. But today we pick up where we left off with Mr. Bob Hope. You guys remember him, the famous comedian. Here's a picture of Bob Hope in case you forgot. This is a Getty Images photo by Mr. Bruce Bailey. Bob looks to be some sort of Christmas party. The article says here, an entertainer of the highest order, Bob Hope seemingly did it all in his 100 years of life. A former boxer, singer, author, and a 19-time host of the Academy Awards, Hope was best known as an actor and comedian thanks to his 70-plus film credits and famous USO tours dating back to World War II. His signature self-deprecating humor made him a star for nearly 80 years, and he kept on joking through his later years, saying, "I'm so old, they've canceled my blood type." Hope died 2 months after his 100th birthday in July of 2003. He was deeply mourned by his wife, Dolores Hope, who spent much of her singing career performing alongside her husband on stage tours and film. Astonishingly, the pair were married for 69 years before Bob Hope's passing, and despite plenty of rumors of infidelity, remained happily together through 4 children. The couple's grandson, Zach Hope, stated that it was, quote, laughter to the end during an interview on CNN, and he was a comedian all the way to his final moments. One of the last things Hope said to his wife and family upon being asked where he wished to be buried was, "Surprise me." So that's awesome to hear that the grandson said laughter to the end, and of course he had that little quip at the end, "surprise me." Just kept his wit till the very end. It sounds like 100 years, wow. Hopefully we can make it to 100 years, right? Up next on the most devastating final words actors said to their co-stars is Mr. Steve Irwin. Mr. Steve Irwin. For anyone who owned a television in the 90s and early 2000s, Steve Irwin is an unforgettable figure, suited up in his tan shirt and shorts and reading his famous catchphrase, "Crikey." Irwin was the premier wildlife educator and television personality called the Crocodile Hunter. With a heart of gold for all animals, Irwin especially focused on the conservation of Australian wildlife as a zookeeper and longtime host of environmental documentaries. Often sharing the screen with his wife Terry Irwin, the pair became international celebrities hosting a slew of zoology programs and specials. Irwin brought zealous enthusiasm and unadulterated passion to everything he accomplished. That continued until September of 2006 when he died during an accident involving a stingray while filming a new documentary. Although his admiration for reptiles was evident from his presentations, so was his love for his family, especially his wife Terry and their children, Bindi and Robert. Sadly, the Crocodile Hunter knew time was short and was considering retirement in his final days. Quote, "He never thought he would have a long life," Terry Irwin said in an interview on the Australian Broadcasting Corporation's Brush with Fame. Quote, "I remember him saying to me, I don't think I'm going to film anymore. I think I'm just going to spend time with my kids." The last thing Irwin said to his beloved family was goodbye, as he waved to them as they boarded a flight to Tasmania and remained in Australia to begin filming his final series. Yeah, I guess it's not surprising that a thrill seeker like that who works in a wildlife with crocodiles and alligators and whatnot is the Crocodile Hunter was didn't expect to have a long life. You know, he lived a dangerous lifestyle and it caught up with him. I guess it's, you know, he was probably thinking about spending more time with his kids and laying low a little bit, and was going to record his final shows and say goodbye to the limelight, but it just ended. Unfortunate for him. It was a sad ending to a good life. The final actor on this Looper.com article titled "The Most Devastating Final Words Actors Said to Their Co-Stars" is Mr. John Ritter. Look at him there. Award-winning actor John Ritter was a star of movies and television. As the lead in Three's Company, Ritter played Jack Tripper for more than 170 episodes. Alongside a slew of other television appearances, the actor was still at the top of his game in the early 2000s as the patriarchal figure in 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. Tragically, Ritter died abruptly in 2003 while filming the sitcom, much to the shock of co-star Kaley Cuoco, who would later go on to perform as Penny on The Big Bang Theory. Remembering her on-screen father, Cuoco spoke about her time filming 8 Simple Rules with Ritter on the 15th anniversary of his passing. Quote, "To this day, if anyone asks me about John Ritter, I get a little chill because I loved him so much," the actress emotionally revealed to E.T. In her final moments with the sitcom veteran, Cuoco attempted to check on his illness when he did something completely fatherly. Quote, "He sat down on the couch and he goes, 'I love you,'" Cuoco said, and I was like, "I love you too, silly man." He goes, "No, I want you to know I love you," and I said, "I love you too," and he goes, "That's it," and he gave me a hug, and that was the last I saw of him. Yeah, I'm always a little bit surprised at the amount of love these co-stars share with each other, you know. I guess if they're on screen playing a father-daughter, you kind of develop those types of feelings a little bit to get in character, and especially if you're method acting, like a lot of them tend to do. But it seems interesting that those are oftentimes the last words that they speak to each other when there's a tragedy like this, that they remember back telling each other they love them. So I guess it's kind of a sweet thing to think about, that there's so much love on a sitcom like that. You wonder, you know, is it real or is it just acting? But I guess you have to assume that it's real if he's saying it genuinely to her off of camera. So yeah, kind of a sweet moment that's what she remembers about him, the last moments of John Ritter on set of 8 Simple Rules. So like I said, that's the end of this article. That's the final actor they speak about. This is a Looper.com article. We've been going through this. I think there's about 4 or 5 different segments on my channel now. They've been very well received, and you guys watch them a lot. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Of course, if you want to continue with the journey, I'm going to keep doing these Brian Reads the News segments. I'll probably find another article similar to this that we can work through over time, do a few segments, and hopefully you guys will come back for some more of that. Again, I want to thank you for watching this one to the end and for watching the other videos as well. If you haven't checked them out, you can always go on my channel and see the other actors and the final words, the final devastating words to their co-stars. They're all up there now, so thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. We'll see you next time.